Waves of desire. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a golden glow across the endless stretch of white sand. The gentle lull of waves crashing onto the shore played a sweet symphony in the background as Jake and Emily walked hand in hand along the beach, their footprints marking their journey in the damp sand. The breeze carried the scent of salt and adventure, teasing the loose tendrils of Emily's hair as she turned to look up at Jake, her emerald eyes sparkling with affection. "I can't believe how beautiful this place is," she murmured, tightening her grip around his fingers. Jake smiled, brushing his thumb over her knuckles. "Not as beautiful as you," he whispered. Emily blushed, the heat rushing to her cheeks making her feel even warmer than the setting sun. She had been waiting for this getaway for weeks, craving the intimacy, the escape from reality, and the stolen moments away from the hustle of life. Now, as she stood beside Jake on the deserted shoreline, she felt like she was in a dream. "Come on," Jake tugged her hand, leading her toward the secluded cove at the far end of the beach, a place hidden away from the prying eyes of the world, where they could be completely themselves. As they reached the cove, Emily slipped off the light sundress she was wearing, revealing a crimson bikini that hugged her curves perfectly. Jake's gaze darkened as he took her in, his breath hitching slightly. He stepped closer, his hands gently resting on her waist, fingers trailing along her sun-kissed skin. "You're breathtaking," he murmured, his lips inches from hers. Emily tilted her head up, closing the gap between them. Their lips met in a slow, intoxicating kiss, the world around them fading away. Jake's arms tightened around her, pulling her closer as their bodies melted into each other. The kiss deepened, their passion igniting like a fire under the evening sky. Jake cupped Emily's face in his hands, angling her head as he claimed her lips again, this time with more urgency. She sighed into his mouth, her fingers threading through his hair as he pressed her against him. He trailed soft, teasing kisses along her jawline, down to the hollow of her throat, making her shiver under his touch. The sound of the waves crashing against the rocks mingled with their rapid heartbeats as Jake lifted Emily into his arms. She giggled, wrapping her legs around his waist, never breaking the kiss. He carried her into the water, the cool ocean teasing their heated skin as they lost themselves in each other's embrace. Emily let out a soft moan as Jake's lips trailed down her neck, his fingers tracing slow patterns on her back. The water lapped at their bodies, adding to the intensity of their moment. As Jake leaned down, pressing feather-light kisses along her collarbone, Emily ran her hands over his toned chest, feeling the heat of his skin against her fingertips. They waded deeper into the water, where the waves rocked them gently, and Jake's hands explored the smoothness of Emily's body. He hooked a finger under the strap of her bikini top, his lips grazing her shoulder before pressing a trail of kisses down her arm. Emily tilted her head back, letting the sensation consume her as she pulled him closer, their bodies molding together beneath the starlit sky. When they returned to the shore, their laughter filled the air as they collapsed onto the soft sand. Jake propped himself up on his elbows, gazing down at Emily, who lay beneath him, her hair fanned out like a halo around her. He traced a finger along her stomach, making her shiver with delight before leaning down to capture her lips in another breathtaking kiss. Emily wrapped her arms around his neck, pulling him even closer, their bodies pressed together as the fire between them burned brighter. They whispered sweet nothings, kissed until they were breathless, and let the night carry them into a world of passion, love, and undeniable desire. They spent the evening wrapped up in love, whispering sweet promises, and stealing kisses under the blanket of stars. Jake kissed her once more, slow and deep, as they lay on the soft sand, savoring every moment. The night was theirs, filled with passion, laughter, and the undeniable promise of forever.